Electrical engineer and inventor Ian Bywater has developed an on-farm energy system that transforms manure to power. It's been installed as a demonstration unit on one of Landcorp's dairy units at Airwell in North Canterbury. The biodigester converts cow effluent from the dairy shed to a biogas that can be used in a generator to create electricity.
This whole project began with an idea that I had one evening, and I put it into an international competition and it was given the top award that year. My background in electrical engineering and a passion for renewable energy led me to the idea, and winning the competition brought me into contact with people who wanted to be supportive. And one of those was a gentleman by the name of Brian Tolley. We provided this energy report to Landcorp, and they were quite excited by the idea, invited us to use this farm as a base to develop our ideas into reality, and as you see today, we've built and have this system functioning. The system works from taking the manure off the yard where the cows are waiting to be milked, using that material to produce biogas. To do that, we concentrate it and pump it into a heated tank. The microbes in the material produce biogas, and we use that as a fuel in a generator. So we're using the biogas in a diesel engine which has been modified to utilise biogas, and that electrical energy is then used onto the farm, or it can be exported onto the grid as we have with this system. The biodigester takes in the raw concentrated manure and produces the biogas, and the output from the tank is a thinner liquid which we call digestate, and that is a better liquid fertiliser for the paddocks than the raw effluent, so we should have far less effluent contamination problems. High percentages of the bacteria are killed off through the digestion process, so it's a good quality non-waste material which is highly regarded in Europe as a fertiliser. The size of the farm is obviously related to the number of cows on the farm, but also the number of hours that they spend on concrete. So whether it's a large herd or a small herd is really related to the number of hours that manure is collected on concrete. The investment level is, again, difficult to define precisely because each farm is different and require a different size generator and a different size tank. But it wouldn't be less than $100,000 and more in the region of twice that figure. We do aim to make the building blocks of this system standard factory-built units so that the costs can be brought down, and that's only going to contribute to a greater uptake of the system.
The biogas is mixed with 15% diesel to produce electricity. That's then used to power an ice-making machine to rapidly cool milk for storage and transportation.
We're making ice, we use a tank to store it, and we use the stored ice to cool the milk during milking time. The generation of electricity on farm provides an insurance to the farmer. It means that when the lines go down on a stormy day, he can still milk his cows or even just get them off the platform.
And the sand trap's keeping fairly clear now?
In the future, we see these biogas systems being applied to many dairy farms across New Zealand. And from a centralised location, we'll be able to manage those. It would be the equivalent of having a large power station without the transmission lines and losses associated.
Landcorp has invested $100,000 into the pilot project and has high hopes for further development. After the break, we head north to a large-scale dairy conversion being undertaken by Ag Research.